All right, Coffee and Football. This is Big Country Football Time, the 4th edition small coil-bound workbook. We're playing Winnipeg at Montreal. This is my 2025 season project. We are in week 12, so I'm about a week ahead, which is always my goal, to try to stay about a week ahead. Winnipeg comes in here at 6-3, coached by Mike O'Shea. Collaros is who I have at quarterback. However, the backup, Strevler, has played intermittently for Winnipeg. Peterson and Oliveira are the backs. Dembski, Wheatfall, Stearns, and Clercius. I'm not certain how to pronounce that one. Their place kicker is Castillo, and Veval is their return man. They're having a pretty good season, 6-3. The Montreal Alouettes here at Percival Molson Field, coached by Jason Moss. They are quarterbacked by Alexander. Thomas Erlington and Theus are the backs. Sneed, Speaker, Philpott, and Rambo are the top receivers. Maltos, Diaz, I believe, is what's on his jersey, but what's listed in the stats is Maltos, but I think on the back of his jersey it's Maltos Diaz, if I've seen that correctly. And the return man is Lecture. This team is underperforming, but they're 4-6, so they've slowly creeped up. Winnipeg has stayed about the same consistently. So let's take a look at this on the road offense. See, remember, football time, you could rate teams per quarter on offense and defense. You could rate them at home and away on offense and defense. You could rate them for when games are even, when they're tied, when a team is ahead by 3, what does their ratings look like? When they're behind by 3, what does it look like? So you could really rate your teams to any minutia or any level of detail you want to. I like to stick with basic offense and defense. However, with the Canada game, I definitely wanted home and away advantage to give that a chance at wider scores, or I should say more scoring. So I wanted even more dynamism, so to speak, right? Okay, so on the road, Winnipeg is C versus D defense, so C versus D is C. So Winnipeg is going to have an average offense in this game. Montreal is B at home versus D. B versus D is B, so Montreal will have the advantage. B versus C was, hold on, there's C versus C. Yeah, never mind. C and B. So Winnipeg, slight disadvantage here by technically a chance at a missed field goal, and of course for Winnipeg it's a chance at a missed field goal, and for Montreal it's a chance at a missed PAT. So they're both basically score roughly the same amount per game, but over the course of a season, this field goal, missed field goals will add up against the C team. So B and C are almost identical, except for chances at those 1 point here, 1 point there. Now remember, this counts for rouge, so as I roll everything, if this is a punt, then I look at the very next die to see if it's a 1. If it's a 1, it's a rouge, right? Or field goal. Missed kicks, that's what I check. All right, so here we go. Winnipeg with the ball first. It's going to be an actual event. 4, that's going to be a blocked field goal, I think. 4, his quarterback is sacked. Quarterback fumbles the ball. So, wow, Winnipeg drops back to pass here, and Collaros is sacked, fumble lost. Collaros sack, fumble lost. And they do not benefit in a improvement on the charts. Some things give you an improvement, some do not. Fumbles, if those who have read The Hidden Game of Football, historically, in the history of football, fumbles are completely random and they can occur all over the field. So I don't track fumbles because they could literally, they could have just fumbled at the 2-yard line. So I don't give a bonus. Interceptions generally have some kind of return. Blocks definitely have a change in position. Sacks have a change in position. All right, Montreal goes to work. And again, Winnipeg could have turned that over at Montreal's 30, for instance. All right, here we go. And then we're looking at the B chart for the hometown team. 5 is a touchdown with a chance at a missed PAT. They do not, so we're going to get a touchdown. And that touchdown is 9. 9 is a running back power sweep. So Theus is going to power it in. Theus, power sweep. And the PAT is good. And Montreal fans on their feet cheering. It's a chance for Montreal to pull up to 5 and 6 as they slowly climb out of a deep hole. They had a pretty good hole at first. Oh, it's another event for Winnipeg not having a good day. The event is a quarterback is picked off by the linebacker, and they're going to get to use the B chart, which they already used. But Kalaros has had 2 turnovers intercepted by a linebacker, and again, I'll use this, Bevere, I believe that's how that's pronounced. Montreal, using the B chart, is going to go 2. That's a punt. And is it a rouge? It is not. Folks, first quarter's over. Montreal is up at home 7-0. Winnipeg's turned it over on a sack and a interception by Kalaros. So this is where, I don't know when or why Strevler would come into games. I don't know if it's a poor play or injury or what, but or if they have a routine where they swap quarterbacks. I've only been able to watch the highlights, so I'm not certain why Strevler's in games and why he's not. All right, Winnipeg. Looking at the C chart, 4. 4 is going to be a field goal chance. They got it. There it is. Winnipeg now starting to get going. Castillo with a field goal. And now Montreal. I roll all the dice, so I don't have to keep picking up dice and rolling over. It speeds everything up. It's wonderful. 3 on B is a punt, and it is not a rouge. So punt for Montreal. Things are close here, scoring-wise. And we're going to get a touchdown. Winnipeg. Montreal has allowed Winnipeg to take over. Winnipeg's going to score a running back crossbuck run. Peterson. Crossbuck. It's old school terminology, but it's basically an off-tackle run of some kind. You know, you run off the defensive tackle between the guard and the tackle, or between the guard and the center, depends on where the tackle lines up. Crossbuck run, touchdown, and folks, Winnipeg, when they can avoid turnovers, are suddenly leading this game 10-7. Montreal, though, at home, in front of hometown fans, they got the juice of the fans behind them, and it's going to be a punt, no rouge. So Montreal has not been able to execute, and Winnipeg's final drive at a half, 4 is going to be a field goal chance, and it is good. They're going to get another field goal from Castillo. And that's it. It's going to wrap it up. Holy cow. 13 points for Winnipeg on the road. Montreal fails to score in the second. Folks, it's 13-7. Winnipeg at 6-3, despite being on the C column, has managed to find a way back into this game. This is what happens when you stop turning the ball over, right? Suddenly your offense finds ways to get points. All right, coming out of the tunnel after Jason Moss gives a pep talk to his guys. Listen, we're at home. We're in front of our hometown fans. David Alexander, we need you to throw some touchdown passes and win us a game, make us 5-6. Montreal comes out, sure enough, they're going to throw a touchdown. Extra points good. And 17, it's not a touchdown pass. It's an in-reverse run, so they're going to hand it off. Let me roll one of these. They're going to hand it off to Sneed. So Sneed is going to have a receiver reverse, a little razzle-dazzle run, reverse run. PAT is good. And now it's 14-13, hometown Montreal. The fans now responding as Jason Moss had a little fancy up his sleeve for that. Touchdown, as Winnipeg has found its rhythm. The touchdown here is 11-12-13 is a quarterback post pass. So Kalaros finds his guy after a rough early start. Post pass Dimsky. PAT is good, and now it is 20-14, and suddenly we're starting to look like we're going to get to Canadian scores here. It's going to be an event for Montreal for his quarterback sack that he coughs it up. Montreal ripped. Alexander's hammered by Jefferson, and it's going to be a sack, fumble, loss. Jefferson makes the play, fantastic. And Winnipeg goes to work on the road trying to add to their lead. And sure enough, they're going to touchdown Winnipeg. 8, 9, 10 is going to be a running back off tackle. So Winnipeg's Oliveira. Oliveira, jeez. Oliveira, it is a 10. It is a running back off tackle. Off tackle run, PAT is good. Holy cow. So Montreal scores 7 in the third, made it 14-13. Caleros throws a touchdown. Oliveira gets a touchdown run, 14 for Winnipeg. So Winnipeg decided it was getting a little too close for comfort. It is now 27-14. Fourth quarter's underway. Montreal at home will have 3 possessions in the final quarter. A chance for the hometown team to win last. Oh, Montreal's going to score a touchdown. And it's going to be 8. Nice. Montreal. 8 is a running back cross. We're going to give this one to Thomas Erlington. Thomas Erlington with a run. PAT's good. Oh, my Lord, folks. 21-27. We got us a ball game. Winnipeg must keep scoring or they could be in deep trouble. Yep, and they're going to. I don't know why that... 9. Damn, power sweep run again. So Winnipeg, Peterson. So they get down close, and they're running that power sweep with extra blockers, and the Montreal defense can't get a helmet on him. It's going to be 2. 2 is a punt with a rouge, so they're going to punt, but they are going to score the rouge. And again, you can imagine the Winnipeg coach, O'Shea, says take the, if it's deep, don't risk it, just give them the point. And so he's coached up Vival to give up the point to Montreal, as that's not going to be how they win this ball game. And they would take the ball then at the I think they take the ball then at the 30, right? It's on my rules. All right, here we go. Winnipeg with the ball after they gave up the rouge, and they're going to score another touchdown. 10. This one is an off tackle plunge. Holy cow! They are running all over him. This is going to be Caleros keeping the ball on a quarterback QB sneak. They're going to keep the ball, plunge it in right there, and put the dagger in the heart of Montreal. Montreal, though, has scored. They just need to get another touchdown here. Nope, they're going to punt, and it's not a rouge. So they're going to end up punting, thinking they'll get the ball back. It'll end up being end of game. Wow, folks. Montreal could not do it at home. So we're going to get 7. Montreal's going to score 7 and a rouge 8. So Montreal scores 8 in the final stanza. And again, another 14 for Winnipeg. Man, the second half for Winnipeg was glorious. 28-point second half. 28, 38, 39, 40, 41 points for Winnipeg. And let's see, for 22 for Montreal. Winnipeg will go to 7-3, folks, vying for the division title, but also looking at that playoff hunt. 4-7 for Montreal, as they have not been able to get out of the hole since the beginning of the season. They've climbed up and made their season respectable, but I don't think they're going to be able to climb out and get back to the Grey Cup. So there is Winnipeg at Montreal. This has been Big Country Football time in the 4E small workbook. Thanks for watching.